very important. When you have the best players in the world together, you got to compete and you got to play hard and you got to show the fans how good they really are.
And demonstrate to the spectators how talented they truly are. The majority of people believe that Caitlin Clark's range is her best asset. Cunningham is down behind the play, but he is still able to make a respectable shot while attempting to guard Stewart. You're looking at the incorrect thing, though, if you ask Larry Bird. The hick from French Lick taught Caitlin something in a private moment that has now come to light, and it not only improved her game but also the way she carries the whole WNBA. It's not what you think, I assure you. Larry Bird doesn't give praise. He is the greatest guardian of basketball greatness. The world anticipated a passing of the torch when the icon himself eventually sat down with the new cornerstone of the Indiana Fever. Rather, they were given a reality check. Today, we'll examine the Bird-Clark relationship, the unspoken counsel that completely changed Caitlin's rookie campaign, and Larry's belief that she is the only player in 40 years who genuinely comprehends the dark art of basketball. The Midwest Link. You must comprehend the geography of greatness in order to comprehend the significance of Larry Bird's remarks. Clark and Bird are both from the hardwood heartland. Clark is from West Des Moines, Iowa, while Bird is from French Lick, Indiana. However, it goes beyond simple roots in a little town. To put it plainly, the NBA was having trouble when Bird joined in 1979. The casual fan was disinterested and ratings were declining. Bird sold basketball in addition to being a player. The WNBA was in precisely the same situation on 24 and 25. The Caitlin Clark effect is a statistical anomaly rather than merely a marketing slogan. Her ratings plummeted by 55% after she missed time in early 2025 due to a minor injury. This was observed by Larry Bird. He understood the savior's load. Despite being the target of every veteran in the league, Bird was the last person to have a franchise on his back from the start. Larry didn't discuss her jumper with her when they first met. He discussed the target on her back with her. The hidden counsel. This is the main point of what Bird said. In subsequent interviews, league sources stated that Bird's message was about the great silence. During her initial feud, Caitlin was reactive for months. She responded to Kennedy Carter's hard fouls, the commotion on social media, and the league's persistent physical welcoming. The prior foul was being reviewed. Yes. Additionally, it appears like she was just about to cut. There doesn't appear to be any intention there. However, Bird didn't believe she had to respond. He believed that she had to overcome the system. Don't beat them with your mouth, beat them with their own expectations, he said. Bird informed her that she gives the bullies exactly what they want as soon as she expresses irritation. He brought to mind the rivalry between the Celtics and Lakers in the 1980s. A smile was magic. The assassin was Larry. Caitlin was wasting her assassin gene on the referees, he informed her. However, why did the second half of the season see a statistical explosion as a result of this advice? The tracking data, which we will examine next, demonstrates that Larry was correct, conquering gravity and making a strategic change. You must watch the movie and look past the box office score in order to fully comprehend the significance of the Bird-Clark link. Clark was playing under tremendous pressure from the Caitlin Clark brand before to this crucial encounter with Bird. I mean, how would you characterize this moment for women's basketball, and how, in your opinion, has it felt? I wanted you to understand that. In an attempt to appease a throng that had paid hundreds of dollars to witness her shoot, she was forcing the logo 3 times at less than ideal periods. Her early rookie months were marred by a variable assist-to-turnover ratio, despite the fact that she was playing highlight reel basketball, which produced for fantastic social media footage. The most advantage each side has had is 7. At the end of the quarter, Clark knocks it down with a kick out to Samuelson. The third 3 of the half for her. The intervention then took place. Bird allegedly took one glance at her and reduced the game to its most basic form. Caitlin, you're the only person on the court who knows where everyone is right now, including the defenders, he said. By delivering them the bullets they anticipate, you're playing their game. Make them play your game instead of theirs. The pivot's structure. The movie depicts a dramatic change in her floor geometry following that conversation. The scoring isn't the Bird-like quality that people talk about. Gravity is the cause. Without ever touching the ball, Bird was an expert at controlling the defense. Clark then started to accurately reflect this. By hitting the hit-ahead pass or locating the corner shooter as soon as the double team committed, she began moving the ball 2 seconds earlier than she used to. The blitz was successfully countered by her. Defenses that used to swarm her at half-court were suddenly terrified to leave their assignments. Her stats weren't the only benefit of this calculated patience. It unlocked the entire Indiana Fever roster, unlocking the Twin Towers and the Juggernaut. Elia Boston was the biggest beneficiary. The lane opened up like never before, with Clark drawing the defense's attention and then punishing them with elite entry passes. Bird saw in Clark a mere image of his own greatest struggle, having a basketball IQ so high that it actually frustrates your own teammates. In the 1980s, Bird used to throw passes to spots his teammates hadn't even reached yet. He taught Caitlin the art of the attainable, how to dumb down the game for her supporting cast by placing the ball exactly where they needed it, but she stopped playing against the opposition. Bird's coaching advice was intriguing, but even more intriguing was his assessment of Caitlin Clark's worth. In a shocking 2025 interview that sent shockwaves through the league's front offices, Bird publicly argued that Caitlin Clark shouldn't just be viewed as a player. She deserves the equity and status of her own franchise. Bird didn't hold back when addressing the petty treatment Clark received from WNBA veterans during her first 2 seasons, drawing a clear connection to his own arrival in the NBA in 1979, when the league was on life support. With his trademark sardonic humor, they didn't enjoy being the center of attention, and they especially didn't like a rookie. However, the intelligent ones soon stopped talking. They understood I wasn't there to replace them. Their incomes were going to quadruple because of me. That same rising tide is Caitlin. You're fighting your own bank account if you're fighting her. The harsh reality. Her celebrity as a psychological tool rather than offering an apology for the sold-out arenas and the record-breaking TV deals. Recognizing that the force of her gravity on the court was equal to that of her gravity off it. The postseason change in 2025. The 2025 playoffs demonstrated the outcome of this attitude shift. This was not the agitated, impulsive Caitlin of early 24. This assassin was wearing a jersey with a fever. It had a distinct poise. It strengthened the murderous instinct. She began utilizing that famous bird-like silent trash talk. The kind that doesn't need a word. She would pull up for a 30-footer, turn around before the ball ever touched the netting, and give the opposition bench nothing but a detached, icy look. She began defining the rules of the game instead of arguing with the referees. When the Fever reached the postseason's deep rounds, it was evident that Caitlin Clark was no longer just a basketball player. She was in charge of a business. The Heritage. Although Larry Bird doesn't think there would be another Larry Bird, he said that he sees the game's state mastery in Caitlin that he believed had vanished with his generation. Not only did Bird's words alter Caitlin's debut season, but they also preserved the WNBA's momentum. A college standout became a professional legend as a result of it. Not only was the torch passed, the league was set on fire using it. By instructing Caitlin Clark to accept the bullseye on her back, Larry Bird saw the fire in her before anyone else knew how to deal with it. Bird did more than simply help Caitlin make it through her first season. He assisted her in controlling it. The rest of the basketball world has been formally alerted by the hit from the French Lick and the Queen of the Heartland. There is no turning back now that the game has shifted. Was Bird's counsel the pivotal moment in the Fever's postseason journey, then? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. If you believe Caitlin Clark is a future GOAT, hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe to the channel for the most recent analyses of the stars reinventing the WNBA, and share this with your friends to put a stop to the argument. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you at the next one.